Oxygen is a life-sustaining element essential for respiration, supporting the metabolic processes of most organisms on Earth. Constituting approximately 21% of the Earth's atmosphere, it plays a critical role in converting nutrients into energy through cellular respiration and is integral to combustion processes. Its presence enables the survival of diverse ecosystems, from terrestrial to aquatic environments, making it a fundamental building block of life as we know it. If oxygen were to disappear from the Earth for just 5 seconds, the consequences would be catastrophic. Oxygen is essential for most forms of life on our planet, and its sudden absence would have immediate and severe effects. Loss of consciousness: humans and many other animals would lose consciousness within a matter of seconds. Our brains rely on a continuous supply of oxygen to function, and without it, we would quickly become unconscious. Respiratory distress: those who were conscious during this brief period would experience extreme respiratory distress, as the oxygen in their lungs rapidly depleted. This could lead to panic and confusion. Damage to tissues: oxygen is essential for cellular respiration, the process by which cells generate energy. Without oxygen, cells would quickly switch to anaerobic metabolism, which produces lactic acid and can damage tissues. This could lead to tissue injury and cell death. Impact on aviation: aircraft rely on oxygen for combustion in jet engines. The sudden disappearance of oxygen could cause engine failures in planes, leading to potential crashes. Fires and explosions: oxygen supports combustion, so fires would be extinguished almost instantly. This could be especially dangerous if, for example, firefighters were in the middle of fighting a fire when the oxygen disappeared. Ecological impact: the sudden lack of oxygen would disrupt ecosystems and harm aquatic life, as many organisms, especially fish, rely on dissolved oxygen in water for respiration. Many aquatic species would be at risk of suffocation. Recovery: after the 5 seconds, if oxygen were to suddenly reappear, there would still be significant challenges. The abrupt return of oxygen could cause fires and explosions, and many individuals, especially those who lost consciousness, could be seriously injured or dead. It's important to note that this scenario is purely hypothetical, as it's impossible for oxygen to disappear from Earth for such a short duration without causing catastrophic consequences. Our planet's atmosphere is composed of approximately 21% oxygen, and any significant reduction or loss of oxygen would have dire and long-lasting effects on all life forms. Certainly, let's explore some additional consequences and implications if oxygen were to disappear from the Earth for just 5 seconds. Damage to infrastructure: the sudden loss of oxygen would not only affect living organisms but also impact various forms of infrastructure. For example, combustion engines in vehicles, generators, and industrial machinery would stall, potentially leading to accidents and damage. Astronomical observations: scientists and astronomers who rely on telescopes and observatories would experience disruptions in their observations. Telescopes using liquid oxygen to cool detectors and instruments might suffer damage. Spacecraft and space stations: spacecraft and space stations in orbit around Earth would face immediate challenges. They rely on oxygen for life support and propulsion systems. A temporary loss of oxygen could lead to life support system failures and disturbances in orbital trajectories. Emergency response: emergency services, including hospitals and first responders, would be severely affected. Patients on life support systems would be at grave risk, and emergency medical procedures might be compromised due to the sudden unavailability of oxygen. Economic impact: the sudden interruption of oxygen supply to various industries, such as healthcare, manufacturing, and agriculture, would have profound economic repercussions. Disruptions in production and transportation could lead to financial losses and supply chain disruptions. Environmental consequences: the abrupt change in atmospheric conditions could affect weather patterns and atmospheric chemistry. It might take time for the Earth's atmosphere to stabilize again, potentially leading to short-term climate fluctuations. Psychological impact: the psychological trauma caused by such a sudden and inexplicable event could be profound. Witnessing people around you suddenly lose consciousness or struggle for breath in a matter of seconds could leave lasting emotional scars. Scientific curiosity: while such an event would be devastating, it might also pique the curiosity of scientists and researchers, leading to further studies on the importance of oxygen in our daily lives and the unique conditions necessary for a life to exist on Earth. In reality, the sudden disappearance of oxygen, even for just a few seconds, is impossible without catastrophic consequences. Oxygen is not only a vital component of the atmosphere but also plays a crucial role in the fundamental processes that sustain life and the operation of countless human-made systems.